welcome back to Row House. Today we have a 15-minute stroke program, and my name is Coach Kaylee. All right, so in this 15-minute stroke program, today's program is going to be geared towards anyone that has tight hips, tight hamstrings, tight glutes, or just has a little extra love in the front of their body like I do. All right, anyone that sits at a desk all day, this is for you. All right, so a couple things we're going to talk about to start out is you may want to make some adjustments on the rower if you are one of those people, tight hips, tight glutes, tight hamstrings, or a little extra weight in the front. All right, one of the adjustments that I like to make is adjusting your foot stretcher down a little bit. What this is going to do is take your foot and place it down so your knee gets out of the way so you get a stronger catch position forward, all right? Because what you might find, and you've probably experienced this as I have, especially through my pregnancy, is that it's harder to get that compression forward, all right? So this will help with that. Second thing you may want to consider is getting a seat cushion. Now we do have some here at Row House. They're a little bit thinner, so they might work for you. You may also consider getting one that's a little thicker, which you can definitely find around. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, adjust those foot stretchers, maybe bring it down a notch. Let's see if it helps. All right, so go ahead and strap those feet in. We'll go through a couple drills here. Now, second thing I wanna talk through is two things that we often find, especially if we are somebody with tight hips, tight glutes, tight hamstrings, or a little extra love in the front. One is that you can't get that full compression. So sometimes what we do is we open our knees. We don't want to do that. We want to keep our knees and our ankles and our hips in alignment as much as possible. All right, I know why we do that. I have a tendency to want to do that too, to try to get farther forward in my stroke. But guess what? You don't need that much length. All right, so keep those knees in line, and instead of getting knees open farther forward, I'm gonna encourage us to get a half stroke that's a lot stronger. All right, now how to get a strong half stroke? You gotta have a really strong hip hinge. All right, so before we get started with our rowing here, I want you to sit really tall on that seat. So really tall on those sits bones. If you had back pockets in the back, they'd be showing, all right? Almost in the middle of the seat as well. Good, we're gonna push back to the finish, and I want us to start here. So at this finish position, legs are strong, quads are engaged. Relax those toes so they're not pulling on the straps. Shoulders are pressed down, so you've got those lats really engaged, that big muscle up and down your back. Good, now release the arms straight. We're gonna do what we call the double pause drill, all right? This is a drill that's really good for that hip hinge and for really just making sure that our recovery is strong. So pausing at arms away. So this is our arms away position. We're gonna pause here for a couple seconds, and then I want us to find that hip hinge forward. So think about that string pulling you up and out of your hips. Good, feeling the tug of your hamstrings. Yes, that's what I want. All right, pausing here for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna slowly 3 counts in on that recovery. 3, 2, 1, quick push back, all the way to the finish, pause, arms away. All right, did you meet me there? Okay, good. So pausing arms away, find that forward body hinge, pausing at the body over position, feeling that stretch, trying to keep that spine as long and straight as possible, and then slow bend in. 3, 2, 1, quick push back, finish, pause, arms away. There we go. Body over, pause, slow count forward. 3, 2, 1, quick push, pause, arms away, body over, pause, slow count forward. 3, 2, 1. Good, we're gonna do this for a little bit here. So pausing here, finding that tall lift as you come forward, pause, slow count forward. 3, 2, 1, push, pause, arms away. Yep, body over, pause, 3, 2, 1. Now, what I want us to start to find here, keep following my sequence here, just match me on the stroke. All right, is some intensity. So slow forward, quick drive back. As you push back, make sure that core is braced, lats are engaged, press those shoulders down. Good, body over, pause, slow count forward. Yes, that's it. Now what you might find is that you're not going all the way into that catch because you might not have the ability to do so. Maybe it's a mobility thing, or you're 29 weeks pregnant, whatever it is. I want you to find your version of the catch position. So for me, my heels barely lift up. I'm almost in that half stroke position right here, if you notice, right? That's all I got. But I can still drive the intensity with those legs on the push back. And what's helping me do that is that recovery tempo. So 3, 2, 1, 1. Yes. So we want to emphasize that drive and keep that recovery nice and controlled. Now what happens when we don't get as much length in our stroke, we can't compress as much, we have to have even more control, all right? So it's gonna make it harder on us. If you can't get that full length, you gotta have more control, more strength. Awesome. Now, we're gonna do 3 more of these where we're pausing here and pausing here. And then we're gonna go ahead and move to the regular body over pause drill where we cut out the arms away pause and just pause here. All right, we'll do 1 more just like we have been. Good. All right, on this next one, pause body over. Arms, body, pause. Yes, did your knees bend? Keep them straight. Awesome, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, push. Arms, body, pause. Nice tall body, proud chest, good. 3, 2, 1, push. Arms, body, pause. Yes. Go. 3, 2, 1, push. Arms, body, pause. Shoulders are down, lats engaged. Awesome. Again. 3, 2, 1, push. Arms, body, pause. Yes. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, push. Arms, body, pause. Yes. Last one. 3, 2, 1, push. Arms, body, pause. All right, now we're gonna do 2 strokes, and on the second one, we're gonna pause. All right, try to have that nice, strong sequence on the recovery. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 1, push. Full stroke, all the way in, all the way in. On this one, we'll pause. Pause. Did I lose you? You meet me here? Okay, awesome. We're gonna do it again. Ready? Go. 1 full stroke, all the way in, all the way in, and then on this one, we'll pause right at that body over position. Good, again, go. Another stroke, pause on this one. Arms, body, pause. Yes. Again, go. Press. Full stroke. Pause on this one. Arms, body, pause. Yes. Again, go. And you'll start to see your split time drop, that 500-meter split, starting to add more intensity. And pause. And we do not have to open those knees. We don't have to go all the way in. It's all about that timing. Good, all the way in. And pause. All right, shall we have a nice sequence now? Let's go ahead and get into that full stroke and we'll just row all together. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, so I want you to start to sync up with me here. Finding that same rhythm though. So 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now once again, if half stroke is all you can give, because maybe the compression doesn't feel great or you feel that tightness in your back, I want you to give half stroke, and I want it to be a good half stroke. So make sure you're sitting tall on that seat. Awesome, shoulders are pressed down. Now start to take a look at your monitor. Take a look at that 500-meter split. Good. Now once again, remember, we want that number low. So lower just means that your boat is moving faster in the water. Now it's not driven by how fast we can go back and forth. It's all about how hard you push off. We want to send that boat forward. Push. Breathe. Push. Yes. So your goal is to try to activate as many muscles as possible in every single stroke that you take. And yes, it is totally in your control. So pressing those shoulders down is gonna help get those lats engaged. Sitting tall in that seat is gonna help get the core engaged. 2 things that we need a lot of. All right, lat engagement, bracing that core. Because if we can get those 2 things fired up, it's gonna connect our drive all the way through the handlebar. Yes. Good. Now, one other thing I want to bring our attention to that really helps me is thinking about as you come forward in the stroke, so those arms and shoulders are coming forward, send the hips back as much as you can. Hips go back. It's gonna help with that hip hinge. Awesome. Now, second thing that's helpful is on the recovery forward, make sure that the handlebar passes the knee line before the knees bend. Yes. We don't want to pull those knees in. In fact, we want to try to avoid any sort of pulling motion in general. Good, check that posture. Nice tall body. We got one more drill after this. We're gonna start to increase the intensity. But for now, I just want you to sync up with that breath, really feel that timing and that tempo. Now, while we're at these low stroke rates too, keep an eye on what's happening at your feet. You don't wanna be pulling on the straps too much. Not at these stroke rates. We don't need those straps here. So try to relax your feet and really think about pressing as you push those heels down, pressing through the hamstrings, the backs of the legs, the glutes. Good. We're gonna slowly pick this rate up just a little bit. Good, building just a little bit right here. All right, so we're gonna go into some push strokes, just pushing a little bit harder. Starting to find the intensity and being able to manage that intensity up or down. Remember, you are in control. You just gotta know how to do it, and I'm here to teach you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go 10 strokes on for a little bit more intensity, a little bit more power. 5 strokes off, just a little bit lighter. Now in terms of your split time, that big number, that 500-meter split, I want it to fluctuate about 10 seconds up or down. Try not to make it more than that. Just 10 seconds, all right? So it's gonna go down for 10 seconds. 10 strokes, ready? Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Slower in, quicker back. Good, slower in, quick. Yes, 8 more, push. So split time drop 10 seconds, yeah? Maybe a little more. Halfway. 4 more. Keep that recovery slow and that drive strong. Final 3. Good, give me 2 more. 2, 1. We lighten it up for 5. Good, and when I say lighten it up, we just back off a little bit. Just a little bit. Body's still tall, core is still strong. Our body position doesn't change, our sequence doesn't change. All right, we gotta go again. 10 hard ones, ready? Right here. Press, breathe. Drop that split time, 10 seconds. Good. Now remember, just because we're going harder doesn't mean you need longer in that stroke. Just get better timing. Quicker back, slower in, halfway. Good, you can drive so much power even just in that half stroke or 3/4 stroke. 3 more. Good, make sure you're breathing. 1, awesome. Lighten it up just a little bit. 5 strokes off. Once again, nothing changes visually in your stroke when you lighten it up. The only thing that changes is you're not pushing off quite as hard. All right, in 2, we're on again. For 10, let's go. 10. Easy and jump. Yes, good. Split time drops, 10 seconds. Yeah, halfway right here. Ha. Ha. Good, 3 more. Sync that breath. 2, last one. And 1, lighten it up. Good, 5 strokes off. And then we're gonna cool it down. Good, last 2. And 1, let's take it even lighter here. Slowing it down. Awesome. We'll take just a couple more strokes and then we'll put that handlebar down. Good, a couple quick reminders as we're doing these last strokes. Remember, handlebar passes the knees before the knees bend. It might not feel that important, it is so important. All right, it is so important to make sure that you're loading the back side of the legs. Not only is it gonna give you more strength, more power, more workout, but it's also gonna loosen you up over time. If you can keep trying to fight to get your body in better positions as you row, you're going to get more mobile. All right, so I encourage you, even if you feel like today you can't quite get there, keep working towards it and you will get there. Good, 3 more strokes right here. Last 2. And 1, handlebar goes down. Go ahead and unstrap those feet. Crew, I'm so glad you joined me today for this 15-minute stroke workout. Now you're ready, all right? So I encourage you to take what you learned today and go take one of our other classes, maybe a 20 or 30-minute full row so you get extra time on the rower, all right? See you around. Once again, my name is Coach Kaylee.